Whoa, fifth round, 144th pick overall. Boy, do y'all think the NFL was trying to send a message out? I mean, damn, they did it. But listen, I'm going to tell you guys, I wasn't shocked by this. I wasn't shocked at all. I predicted Shedur Sanders would go deep into the second round. I predicted that. A lot of people kept saying he should have been in the first round. I was like, I don't know. I said, I think he'll go deep in the second round, but clearly I was wrong. Here's the thing that's going on here, y'all. The NFL, they tried to send a message out that you're not bigger than the NFL. You're not bigger than what it is. See, this is purely a personal attack. This wasn't about what the guy can do. Okay, because the man threw, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 74% completion rate, over 4,000 yards his senior season. Folks, I don't really think that's not debatable. Okay, that's not debatable. He did a good job at Colorado. And people keep saying, well, yeah, but see, he was only 13-2 at Colorado. Well, I mean, okay, let's really go ahead and start talking about perspective, okay? 13-2 for a guy that sits on his couch, eats potato chips all day, don't ever leave the house and got a remote control in his hand. Yeah, 13-12, that ain't nothing compared to that. To that guy's nothing, okay? But to the athlete that understands when you take a 1-11 team, okay? Coach Prime ain't even got all the pieces that he need to make this team a stellar team. You take a 1-11 team, you got to try to put together an offensive line because you couldn't get enough players out of the portal. So many of those linemen that was on that 1-11 team, they were still there. Okay? He tried to put together an offensive line to protect his son. And Shedur Sanders was tackled. He was sacked 94 times. That's the most of any college player during his era. This man got sacked 94 times while at Colorado. Let that sink in. He was sacked 94 times, but he was still able to have a 74% completion rate. Now you tell me, who's actually, that means he's staying in the pocket. Yes, I know he's staying in the pocket too long, I get it. But that means he's staying in the pocket. That means he's not afraid to take those hits. That means that he's very durable. A quarterback getting sacked 94 times? I think even after that 4-8 season, I think Shedur fractured his spine. Had to take some time to recover. Okay, so this wasn't an easy walk for Shedur Sanders. I mean, here's some things that I'm seeing, though. First thing I'm seeing, there's a large population of white males that they are overjoyed that this boy isn't getting what he deserves. Because we know damn well he don't deserve to be a fifth-round pick. I don't care if you think the guy's, humble or he needs a dose of humility. Okay, what's right is right. Okay, what's right is right. The man played his ass off his senior year. He played his ass off that 4-8 season. Okay, Shedur and Travis Hunter, they were bright spots on a team that didn't have very many bright spots. Okay, and I'm sorry, going fifth round, I don't care what you think about him. Y'all know it's dead wrong. And y'all know that there's a message, okay? See, why is it, people keep saying, well, if it wasn't for Deion being so arrogant, it wasn't for Deion, his father, Deion this and Deion that, why is it that when black fathers try to get involved in their son's life, the white guys, y'all have a problem with that? Y'all have a problem when black fathers get involved. Okay, I can't remember nobody saying anything negative about Archie Manning when Eli and Peyton, were doing that football thing. Matter of fact, Archie Manning, he was in control of that. He was in control of that. He was very hands-on. But I don't see the white guys, criticizing Archie Manning. But you want to criticize Coach Prime. You want to criticize Richard Williams. You want to criticize LeVar Ball. And, a big thing with white guys is black men don't take care of their kids. That's a huge thing that white guys always say about black men, that we don't take care of our kids. Well, when you have involved parents that are black, the parents are helicopter parents. They're doing too much. They're in the way. They need to get out the way. See, that's the kind of stuff that you hear when it comes to black fathers, okay? Well, I mean, what father would not try to have their kids' best interests? I'm trying to understand. Like, what don't y'all want Coach Prime to do? Like, what do y'all want his son to accept the worst deal on the table for his son? I mean, if my dad was a Hall of Famer, okay, if my dad, got 2 Super Bowl rings, if my dad understand the business back and forth, you better be damn well I'm going to pick my dad's brain. My dad is going to show me the ins and outs of this business. That's what my dad going to do. I'm going to my dad because my dad understands. And that's what Shedur and Shiloh, that's what they're doing. Deion Sanders has paved the way for his son, and that's what he's supposed to do. He their daddy. He's their father. He's supposed to do that. You give me a father that wants their son to fail in life, then I show you that's a bad father. Deion Sanders been in his kid's life since day one, and he ain't never stopped being in his son's life and his daughters. But white guys have a problem with this. And just about every white guy comment that I've ever seen, okay, it's the same comment, humility. Like what? I mean, what is he supposed to do? I mean, what, is he supposed to just, keep his damn mouth shut? Okay, what is he supposed to do when somebody say something and disrespect him? Is he supposed to just keep it moving? Nah, I like that Shedur is outspoken. I like that he don't take garbage or crap from anybody. He speak his mind. But what is it? What's the deal that y'all don't like when black folks speak their mind? Y'all don't like that. There's a problem with that. Okay, we're being too loud. We're being too brash. We're being too arrogant. When black men and black people, we speak our mind. Okay, y'all look at that as aggressive. Well, I mean, if this is not a sign that Shedur ran his mouth, and it's a sign that, hey, maybe he should have kept his mouth shut, well, here it is. The league is telling Shedur, shut up. Okay, you should have kept your mouth shut, Shedur. You shouldn't have been so outspoken, Shedur. No, Shedur. We can't have you be confident. We can't have you be confident. No, confident for what? No, you need to be confident in what we're telling you, Shedur. I don't want you confident, Shedur. You can say they bad people. And I understand, there's a video came out with Deion criticizing Joe Flacco. And I'm going to talk about that dynamic, okay? We'll talk about that in a minute. The one thing, though, that I told you I wasn't surprised, I was aggravated that Deion, Shedur, and all these guys, they co-signed, they sided with Ryan Garcia. And for me, I pulled my support of them. Like, I'm not sitting here, caping for them and, just like really riding shotgun with Deion and Shedur. I'm not doing that because Ryan Garcia went on a 3-hour racist rant. And these people, they just, I don't know, they can't call him out. They siding with him. They're thumbing up all his videos. And it's like, Shedur and Deion, y'all are black men. Y'all black. Like, why in the hell would you respect anything about Ryan Garcia? And Ryan Garcia said that he don't respect your race. He can't stand you. He can't stand your color. Like, I don't understand. And don't say the boy got demons. I don't want to hear that mess either. Okay? The man, he said what he said, and he did it twice. The man went on a racial rant twice. But no. Y'all still co-sign him. Y'all still support him. Like, how do you still support that? See, I'm not saying, like, I'm not sitting here whining and crying and complaining about what Shedur didn't get. Because, honestly, I don't really care if he get it or not. I'm just saying what's right is right. Okay? Faith without works is dead. And what's right is right. Shedur Sanders worked for what he got. The man was sacked 94 times. Even though I don't like, his support of Ryan Garcia. I don't like Coach Prime, over that buck dancing for Ryan Garcia. No, I don't like that. But what's right is right, okay? And a father is doing what a father's supposed to do. And I think Coach Prime is doing what Coach Prime is supposed to do. I mean, I kind of feel like it's more or less like we don't want to deal with Coach Prime, okay? We want to deal with the headache. See, what they don't want to do is they don't want to deal with Coach Prime because Coach Prime, he's going to make sure that you're doing things right. He's not going to let you mess his son over, okay? He's not going to let you do that. And so the league, they're afraid of that. They're afraid that Coach Prime isn't going to allow you to do what you want to do to his sons. He ain't going to do that. Okay? He's going to have a say-so. He's going to say something. And to me, ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay? You do right by his sons, then the man ain't got nothing to say. And people are shocked with Cleveland. I'm not shocked with Cleveland because Dad already been talking to Cleveland. And when you got a team that come and take you out to dinner, that's, taking you out and they come meet with you off the record, they're going to select you. They're going to select you, but Shedur, he's going to have to try real hard. He's going to have to play because a 5th round pick, you're not really guaranteed, okay? You're not guaranteed at all. He's going to have to play hard. Everybody ragging that they got Joey Flacco. Joey Flacco is a strong veteran, okay? And he's going to help, he's going to help mentor and actually groom Shedur into the quarterback that he need to be. Because, see, Joey Flacco is there, but the minute Joey Flacco mess up, you know they're going to pull Joey Flacco out. They're going to take Joey Flacco out, okay? Joey Flacco going to start. But the minute he make a mistake or an error, they're going to take him out and they're going to put one of them young quarterbacks in. Okay, namely Shedur. And the fans of Cleveland, they're going to want Shedur to play. I guarantee you. And I think Shedur probably will play first. I mean, you got Dillon Gabriel, who, the guy from Oregon, I don't think he was that good. I just think Dillon Gabriel had a team of really, really good players at Oregon that made him shine, but I don't think he was a better quarterback than Shedur. I think maybe, I don't know. I thought Cam Ward was better than Shedur, but I still think Shedur is one of probably the top 3 quarterbacks coming in the draft this year. I mean, hands down, bar none. Okay, top 3. But they're going to groom him. They're going to groom him to play that position. He's going to mentor and work under Joey Flacco. Okay, probably about 6 games into the season. And they're going to pull Joey Flacco. They're going to put Shedur, one of them young quarterbacks, in. I can guarantee you, okay, without a shadow of a doubt. I can guarantee you, okay, that Shedur will be playing. He's going to play sooner than later. 5th round draft pick, he's going to play sooner than later. They're going to be stupid to leave this guy on the bench knowing that with the fanfare that he's going to bring. And you can't deny it, okay? Deion Sanders and Shedur Sanders, they know how to put asses in seat, okay? And the fans know that Shedur Sanders is going to play, if he's going to get a start, those fans are going to show up at that damn stadium, okay? They're going to pack the house out. Colorado packed the house out. And you can't say, oh, well, just because of Deion. Well, I guarantee you Deion Sanders, he'll be in attendance at a lot of those games. He's going to be in attendance. Deion plays on Saturday. He can get to a game on Sunday. And you don't think they're going to pack the house out? You don't think that they'll have a special box seat for Deion? Like, folks, people not stupid. Money talks. Okay? Money talks. And Shedur Sanders he's going to bring that fan with. He's going to bring a fan base with him. To keep him on the bench would be just totally stupid. And also, he's not the worst quarterback on that damn team. He ain't the worst quarterback on the team. I guarantee you he coming to that game, whatever game I guarantee he going to come in there, and Shedur Sanders is going to let his talent shine. He is. He's a talented quarterback. People say he don't have an arm. Well, that's not true, okay? People say he's not athletic. Well, that's not true. He is athletic. People say he don't move fast. He moves fast enough to move around in the pocket, okay? Those are things you can work on your arm strength. You can work on your speed, your foot speed. You can work on that. But he does have a good high football IQ. He does have a good quarterback IQ. I mean, hell, you're throwing 74% and you don't have a quarterback IQ? That's stupid. Of course he does. But y'all tell me what you think.